Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be showing off Juno. But as we usually do on this channel, it is not my Juno. The person's Juno that actually has this is an anonymous user. He does not want to be known to the community, but I do appreciate him letting me use his Juno. We're going to be showing off Juno, doing all that fun stuff, playing with her, all that good pause on that maybe. But yeah, we're going to be using her, playing her, all that type of stuff, and see how well that she actually does against the B3 crest. I feel like it would be a little bit different than us always doing the Princess Crest Palace, so we're going to take her up against the B3 crest and see how well we do. Now, of course, though, if this is your first time watching the channel, first time seeing me, whatever the case may be, why don't you stick around, hit that like button, click the subscribe, all that good stuff, because, hey man, it helps me out a ton. And if you enjoy the content and want to see more, why not? Just helps you out so you don't have to keep typing in my name in the search bar. And here we go. Here is Juno in all of her glory, and this is the team comp we're actually going to be running. Of course, we're going to be running that good Vox, and I'll talk about why we're running Vox in just a second. Thetis with her as well, so that's another stat buff we'll talk about in just a second, and a Serpa for all of the arch gen support that we need. And Juno, if you don't know what she does, let's talk about her real quick. Her first ability is Demon Enhancement level 2. All stats of demon units 10% up, so you see this while you run demons with her. Also, this factors into another passive that she has as well. And then her second passive is when Demonic True Eclipse is active, own damage and accuracy 100% up, and own art gauge 5 up. When HP is 20% or less, Demonic True Eclipse deactivates. We'll talk about that in just a second as well. And then last but not least is Queen of Grandia. This is on attack and damage 10% up for every allied damage unit other than the user. So whenever we have Vox and Thetis on the team, that is 20% damage up and 20% attack up already on her, which is very nice. As for her skill, she's just going to be able to lifesteal the damage that she deals with her skill. On her normal art, she's going to be able to increase damage to enemies and also reduce the enemy stats element resistance by 20%. And with her true art, which is where everything for her just comes together, you activate Demonic True Eclipse upon your first use of this true art, and then you deal 52,000% dark damage magic. When Demonic True Eclipse is active, you cost 2% of your own max HP and autofills all allies art gauge by 7 for 15 seconds. Now, Demonic True Eclipse I don't think can actually end in any type of duration. As soon as you enter it, it's going to stay there. It's not like the Magio drive. It's actually not time based, it's HP based. So as long as you keep her HP above 20%, you will stay in Demonic True Eclipse. As for the other stuff that is on her, we have 2 magic damage 20% ups from the true weapons that are on her. Plus we do have her own true weapon, which is Blood Pact. That's the passive it gives. When equipped by Juno, art gauge 100 up and heals HP by 50% when Demonic True Eclipse is active. And then we also have Leon's true weapon, but this doesn't actually do anything in terms of buffing her passively, but it does give her crit chance and art gauge if I'm not mistaken, so that does make it, you know, a little bit more consistent. And then we have Finn Aloha shorts to of course give everybody else on the team some art gauge. And that is that. You see now, while we are running 2 demon units to give her more damage, we're running Vox so we have more crit chance on the team. Serpa here to keep everybody alive and healthy, and we're just going to go into this because it should be perfectly okay. Now, I have not used her at all, so I'm not for sure, you know, exactly how to use Juno. I think he actually said he was going to leave. Yep, he did leave. Okay, well, I haven't used Juno at all, so I'm not for sure exactly how this is going to go. Hopefully it goes okay. And also we are using Vox, which is somebody else that I can't use. We do have the Maggia drives for both Vox and Thetis already though, which is going to be really nice. We're going to have tons of art gauge going once we have the Juno true art up and with her Demonic True Eclipse, and we really shouldn't have any problems whatsoever in terms of staying alive, I don't think, especially because of Vox and everything. We should be perfectly fine in terms of survivability. And we actually can activate Demonic True Eclipse already. We're going to get that. We're going to pop this, and I think he actually is going to take away some art gauge here. If we have to, we will pop Vox's normal art just to keep everybody healthy, and we're going to see what happens, man. We're going to see what happens. Unfortunately, I think my Serpa did die there because I wasn't paying attention. And we actually do have the double true art. Let's see what this is. Let's see how bad this boy is. You know, let me see. Okay, that damage is is quite nasty, huh? That damage is quite insane. But now we have Juno going, and it's just gonna be even crazier what she's gonna be able to do, because yeah, this is pretty much how it goes. Once you have this team comp, you're just gonna constantly spam true arts, especially against this boss. You're just gonna constantly spam true arts, and because Juno's just gonna go brazen. You have literally the best tank in the game, which is Thetis, plus you have a Serpa supporting the entire team. Yeah, this is just gonna be incredibly nasty. Like, good lord, do you see the damage potential on this? This is disgusting. We're gonna actually put normal art here to get some damage resist down, and we're gonna pop the normal art with a Serpa, and I actually want to see her damage just by herself real quick. I think she still has crit chance, if I'm not mistaken. That's actually pretty good. That's not bad because she does hit a ton, by the way. She hits it a lot of times in her true art. But as you can see there, we cleared that in a minute 34. We could have done a little bit better if I went a little bit smoother with the Usurpa, because I think she did die in the beginning, because the guy picked her up and I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't have any damage resist on her. Not gonna lie, Juno seems pretty strong. Of course, we all knew that. We all knew how stupidly broken she was. But if you want more insight on that equip that he was using on her, but as you can see, Juno is able to reduce the enemy's magic resist with her true weapon, so that's why it was on her. And of course, you know, gives her the passive magic damage 20% up, and of course the other passive as well, so it makes her a little bit more tanky and allows her to, you know, of course, stay in demonic true eclipse. With a Usurp on your team though, you really don't need to worry about staying in demonic true eclipse, because you're gonna always be in it if you have a Usurpa or some other, you know, very top tier healer. And then as for Leon, her true weapon should be down here if you want to see that. Which is a true EX gate. Like I said, it's able to increase your crit chance by 100%, I think at max, and it's giving you like 7 art gauge for 15 seconds as well, if I'm not mistaken, or something. It could be 6. And it's also giving you the magic damage 20% up, but this makes it to where she's able to have the crit chance that she needs, because that's the only buff that Juno does not give herself in her demonic true eclipse state. In demonic true eclipse, of course, she gives her 100% damage up and 100% accuracy, but she does not get 100% crit chance. So you either have to use Vox or true EX gate in order to give her that, or you can use another 4-star support item that gives her 100% crit chance, like Terra's Conjunction or something else. But guys, that was actually it. That was Juno in all of her glory. Tell me down below how you feel about it, if you've used her or not. If you pulled her, then hey, tell me. If you're waiting and saving for another banner though, tell me down below as well. Love to read all the comments. Hey man, it's been your boy OP. Thank you all for coming out to this showcase video. Probably gonna be on the shorter end, because whenever you have a top tier unit like an attacker like Juno, she's gonna melt through bosses very easily. I will say that if I do wind up getting Juno, we're gonna have some more videos on the channel that is gonna be her fighting the other like in-game bosses, like for example Ganon, Vitz, all that. We're gonna take her up against everything if possible and see how well she does in all those situations. But guys, thank you all for coming out. It's been your boy OP. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more, and last but not least, man, don't forget to drink water.